An 18-year-old woman is behind bars after stabbing a household member. On Friday, the 22nd of September, authorities responded to the 2700 block of Murray Street in Shreveport, Louisiana on report of a domestic disturbance. When officers arrived, they located a victim suffering from multiple stab wounds to his arms and neck. The victim was transported to a local hospital and is expected to recover. During the investigation, officers identified Dekusha Griffin as a suspect, and she was arrested. Authorities said that Dekusha was in possession of the knife used in the stabbing when she was taken into custody. Dekusha is charged with domestic abuse battery with a weapon inflicting serious bodily injury, domestic abuse battery with child endangerment, and 1 count of aggravated battery, and is held at the Shreveport City Jail. The investigation into the matter continues. 3 people behind bars in connection to the fatal shooting of a 32-year-old man. At 11:20 p.m. on Tuesday, the 26th of September, police were called to Motel 6 at 853 North Military Highway, Norfolk, Virginia, on reports of shots fired. When officers arrived, they found a man later identified as Christopher Ambrister in a critical condition, suffering from a gunshot wound before he died at the scene. As a result of the investigation, detectives have charged 21-year-old Gavin Kearney and 26-year-old Desire Robertson with second-degree murder and use of a firearm, and 19-year-old Shanaisa Lyles with accessory after the fact. They're all held at the Norfolk City Jail without bond. The motive and the events leading up to the shooting are unclear, as the investigation into the matter continues. Police are investigating after a 27-year-old man was killed in a drive-by shooting. At 2:18 p.m. on Tuesday, the 26th of September, authorities responded to the 4400 block of South Kedzie Avenue in the Brighton Park neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois, near the Liquor Armor store, and reports of shots fired. When officers arrived, they found an unresponsive man on the ground with a gunshot wound. Medics transported him to the Mount Sinai Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The victim was identified as Adam Marino. Authorities said that Adam was outside when someone drove up to him, and a person inside the car fired shots at him, fatally striking him in the chest. No arrests have been made to date, and the motive in the shooting is unclear, as the investigation into the matter continues. On the afternoon of Tuesday, the 26th of September, 19-year-old Jamoria Britton was arrested and charged with killing 18-year-old Deja Hood. Earlier that day at 12:40 a.m, Deja was reported missing by a family after she'd gone out with her friend Jamoria the previous evening and didn't return home or respond to calls and text messages. At around 1 p.m. on Tuesday, officers arrived at Holy Tree Apartments complex in the 6100 block of Holy Tree Drive in Tyler, Texas to question Jamoria when they noticed blood in his apartment. They later found footprints leading to Deja's body in a creek bed wrapped in trash bags, tape and a bedsheet behind his residence. While questioned by detectives, Jamoria eventually confessed to killing Deja and disposing of her body. He said he picked up Deja and a 1-year-old baby she was babysitting from her apartment Monday night so she could help him pack for a move. Once back at his place, Jamoria said he was alone in the kitchen and began thinking about his recent breakup with his now ex-girlfriend and grew angrier and angrier. He said that Deja walked up to him and playfully tugged on his ear, which is something his ex would often do. He said that this sent him into a fit of rage, so grabbed a glass wine bottle and whacked Deja on the back of the head with it, sending her falling backwards to the floor. He then punched and strangled her before using a hammer to hit her over the head over and over until the wooden handle snapped off. Jamoria said he then attempted to kill himself with a knife but failed, and then held a gun to his head when a neighbor knocked on the door. Jamoria covered Deja's body and answered the door. The person heard a commotion and was checking to see if he was alright. After assuring the person he was okay, he remembered the 1-year-old baby watching a movie on his bed and decided to take the child to Deja's mother's house. When he returned home, he found Deja calling out his name. After realizing Deja was still alive, he grabbed a knife and stabbed her multiple times until she was dead. Jamoria then wrapped and taped her body and carried it out of his apartment at around 3 a.m. on Tuesday when he saw a neighbor, which spooked him, so he threw her remains over a fence out of sight. He said he later returned at around 7 a.m. to cover the body with leaves. Jamoria was taken into custody and charged with murder and terroristic threats, and is held at the Smith County Jail on a $1,050,000 bond. The investigation into the matter continues.